The original Morgan silver dollar was made for 28 years total. 5 different mints participated in striking Morgan silver dollars: Philadelphia, Denver, New Orleans, San Francisco, and Carson City. Now, although the New Orleans mint struck the coin for 26 years, there are a couple of dates that are very, very difficult to find. How about number 3 out of all 26? Coming up next, in super slider condition. Let's take a look. There it is, everybody. That date is 1894, and it is number 3 on the mintage figure chart for all 26 Morgan dollars. Now, New Orleans started in a year late. They started in the year 1879, and they ended in 1904. The Mint of New Orleans closed in 1909. So New Orleans did not strike the first year, 1878, and they did not strike a coin in 1921. That is why there are 26 issues in the New Orleans Mint series, not 28. There's that O Mint mark on the reverse of the coin, bottom, above the D and the O in dollar. Very important to note. It's a special date because it's number 3. It's just behind the 93 and the 95. Okay, so mintage figure is what we look at first. 93.0 is number 1, the rarest of all. 300,000 were made. And 95.0, number 2, is 450,000. Those are the mintage figures for the first 2. But this one here, 1.7 million coins only. And again, so that makes it number 3 on the mintage figure chart for all of the 26 Morgan dollars made out of New Orleans. Now, the other thing to note is how easy are these to find? And if you go to coin shows often, you may already know, hey, a 94.0, that's very hard to find. It's not something you see on a regular basis, even in circulated condition. This is a super slider, everybody. Let me give you an idea of that and explain that to you before we get into the numbers on populations and explain to you the rarity of this one in particular. Coins are graded on a Sheldon scale from 0 to 70, 70 being that theoretical perfect coin. Now, super sliders are otherwise known as about uncirculated. Mint state 60 and above are uncirculated. Super sliders are like an AU 53 to 58. What's really important about this one here, the 94.0, if you look at the price for uncirculated, you're jumping to about thousands of dollars. Literally thousands of dollars is the difference between an AU super slider and an uncirculated coin. And I get it. It's not in everybody's reach to get a 94.0 in uncirculated condition. And if you do, folks, get it certified. I highly recommend that. So getting a super slider where a coin is priced really right in that sweet spot but looks so much like an uncirculated coin, that is why this one is a special opportunity. An AU, to the naked eye, looks like an uncirculated coin. So that uncirculated coin will cost you about $3,500 if you can even find one. Even our competition has super sliders about uncirculated AUs at about $999, about $1,000 per coin. So look at that, everybody. We're hundreds of dollars less for that same coin. So let's talk about population reports. If you go and you look at the census population reports for NGC and PCGS, these numbers I give you are going to be those 2 services combined together. For the 95.0, I just referenced the 95.0 where 450,000 were made. Number 2 on the mintage figure chart, there are 17,010 total known, and that's all grades, everybody. That's not uncirculated it up, that's not AU and up, that's every coin they've seen since the mid to late 80s that's come through their doors. That's a 94.0, gets put on the census report, 17,010. This one here, the 94.0, the numbers I just gave you was a 95.0. The 94 is actually rarer, even though there were more coins made. 1.7 million coins were made, and the population is less, 15,220. So that's why this one is a sleeper, everybody. It is on the rarity chart for mintage number 3, but it beats number 2 by 2,000 coins on the population. So that is something to take note of and to take the opportunity to get in on a super slider coin, not priced as an uncirculated, although it looks very, very much like an unk, at just $499.95. 94 O's and uncirculated will run you about $3,000. By the way, 93 O's and Unc, $10,000. 95 O's and Unc, $20,000. And I just told you that there are more 95 O's on the population reports than there are of these 94 O's. Isn't that incredible? That is fantastic. 905-4091. That's the item number for this one. It's a tonight only special. Do you see that up there? That means tomorrow it goes back to regular price, hundreds of dollars more. We accumulated these one by one over a number of months just by reaching out to vendors, going to shows, and finally have brought in enough to bring out to you folks as a special for tonight only. So join us, give us a call, visit us online via the web. That website is avccoins.com, and when you get there, you're going to want to search that item number, 905-4091, into the search bar. I'm going to tell you right now, when you get there and you put that in your cart, process that checkout. Secure your order number that makes one of the coins yours. I am going to put a 1-minute clock up at this point because we don't have many of these available, and it looks like we are counting down to the single digits, and that is a wonderful thing. Number 3 in the mintage figures were all of New Orleans. 26 New Orleans coins. Those ones is number 3, but the population, 15,220, known to exist, seen by PCGS and NGC together today combined, beats the number 2, the 95-0, where that 95-0 will run you $20,000 in Unc. This one here will run you $3,500 in uncirculated condition. Even if you compare that 95-0, in AU is $1,125, and there's more. So it's just another way of looking at it, why this one is a sleeper, why this is the one you should grab onto today, get it for your collection. A lot of times people get dates to fill holes in their collection. Sometimes they'll get circulated coins, because if they're doing an uncirculated collection, getting this one at $3,500, it just might not balance the budget right there and then. And that's totally understandable. And that is why to get a beautiful coin in Super Slider, that's that AU condition at hundreds of dollars less than our nearest competition. It is time to join. And it looks like we're just down to under 5. I'm going to let the clock run a few more seconds just to get those rest of those calls in. Again, if it's in your cart, avccoins.com, that's the place to be. Process at checkout. Secure your order number. Call us back when you want to add to your order. That is no problem. Thanks, folks, for joining on this one. Tonight only. Tomorrow goes back to regular price. Don't miss out.